Hotep, Black Power, giving honor, as always, to the Creator, to the ancestors, to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my father, my in-laws, other family and comrades that are in the ancestral realm, as well as your family and comrades, and to all the brothers and sisters who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. Today, what I want to talk about is, first of all, let you all know that, I do these videos. I put these videos out for the purpose of providing information to my brothers and sisters, and also as informative, because when if you know anything about human behavior, that most of the time when you are talking to someone else in terms of giving them information, you're also talking to yourself, as well as re-implanting the information into your mind, to ensure that you won't possibly forget, because there's so much information out here, but the reason myself and a lot of other people do extensive research and take time out of their lives to do investigative research and journalism, and for some of us, we go out into the community, into the war zones and battlefields, of Black America, to get the pulse of the people, and it's for to help our people, show our people who they are, give them some sort of mental mirror, because when you look in the mirror, you're looking back, you see yourself as well, like I had just said. So and we have to be patient with one another, because we do the best that we can do with the knowledge and information that we have, and my videos, I don't change for anyone. Of course, I'm always searching for self-improvement each and every day, and everything that I do, all areas of my being, but at the same time, I'm not trying to imitate anyone, just be myself and do the best that I can do to convey this information and be the best Shaka Sankofa that I can possibly be. And that's the whole thing in a nutshell, because we have a tendency to try to gauge each other based on someone else that we may admire in terms of this field here. Unnecessary criticism, it's just that's just stagnating the growth and development, of the people and yourself. So, it's a lot of things that we have to work on, like I always have said in previous videos. But the black man and the black woman, it has so much friction has developed between the two, based on different energies and different people and different types of information and things just tugging away on each side. But let me just share this about the black woman. This is to the black men. We have to learn to be patient with our queens. Allow them to purge emotionally, because people have a tendency, when a black woman purges emotionally, you know, that she's crazy and whining and this and that, you know, and that's not the case. And what that leads to is to, you know, the sister begin to compress and embed those emotions, you know, which is very, very unhealthy, you know, which leads to other things, you know, overeating and, you know, going outside the marriage and so forth, you know. So, you know, brothers, you have to learn to be patient, you know, and allow these queens to purge, you know, not over purge, you know, just release some things so, you know, they're able to move on, you know, to the next challenge, you know, because that's what the sisters do, you know. And the sisters have to understand the black man, you know, sister. Understand what he's up against. Understand that he's public enemy #1. He's at the top of the food chain for extinction and extermination. He's the first one fired, the last one hired. You know, and you have to be very, very understanding and patient of that, because those are some of the things that lead brothers into drug addiction, suicide, you know, crime, you know, bank robberies and things of that nature. Then end up, you know, taking the life of somebody, whether it's accident or on purpose, you know, in the quest to try to, you know, feel like something, you know, feel like a man. Because that's what white supremacy is about, demasculating the black man. And so you see a lot of these brothers have given up and have begun to, you know, engage in homosexuality and all this type of shit, you know, because they've given up, you know, which I look at as being totally weak, just the same as committing suicide. And if you are a black male, heterosexual black male, and you've been incarcerated, you've been out in the streets, you know, you have contemplated suicide at some point, you know. And even Tupac said, you know, when I held that 9, you know, all I could see is my mama's eyes, you know. You know, and that's the pressure of not being understood, not being appreciated, you know, can lead to situations like that, you know, because it can happen to anybody, you know. And that's just you know, this is the nucleus of black liberation, whereas the black man and the black woman have to be on one accord to walk together, you know, be on one accord to raise the children, you know, to engage in being an active, not only an active parent, you know, but an active aunt, an active uncle, an active niece and nephew, an active brother or sister, an active son or daughter, in-law. And because we are the you know, the people that are closest to you are the ones that judge you the hardest. They're more critical of you, you know, and those are the ones that hurt you the most, because those are the last people that we think that are not going to do those things. And so that's why that it has such a damaging emotional effect, you know, on a person, because they would think that person would never do that, you know. But in a lot of times, some of those things are healthy, but in repetition can be deadly. And you know, usually I go hard, you know, when I'm conducting my videos. Usually I go all out. That's how I am. That's who I am. You know, I try to be the best that I can be, but at the same time, you know, my emotional status, you know, along with the anger, along with the pain, you know, but at the same time, along with the confidence, along with my optimism, which, you hear me, implement when I speak. Some people just look at it as just profanity, and it's not that. Sometimes we can want things so bad. We want our people, to rise above, and we have envisioned and saw so much death, saw so much pain, endured so much anger, turmoil, poverty, drug addiction, prison, different relationships, low self-esteem, low lack of confidence, rejection, and when a black man, when we endure that type of those situations each and every day, at times it can be so overwhelming, that you can feel in your mind that you feel like going postal, but at the same time, we have to come back around and understand, that you're not here for you. You've been sent. I'm speaking to me. I've been sent here, to liberate people. Because a lot of people, say, you don't go to the club, you don't do this, I've done all those things. The social nightlife and all of those things. I've done all of that, over and over and over again, because you get nothing out of it at the end of the night. A sore dick and a hangover. In most cases. So the ancestors and the Creator, because people think that when you're conscious, you don't believe in God and all this type of stuff, and very, very miseducated. But conscious people believe in God. They may not use that name, they may just say the Creator, but they believe and have faith and understand and have a connection with the Creator more than the average person, far more than the average person, because of the work that they do. Requires a lot of faith, requires a lot of confidence, optimism, to put all this out, having hope and faith that one day, these things won't be necessary, but necessary right now. Just like when you plant a garden, once you dig up the dirt, and put the seeds down, you hope that you never have to go through that process again. That your garden, the whatever you plant will come into fruition and blossom, and all you would have to do is pick the fruit, pick the veggies, and the fresh fruit from the garden. Hopefully you will not have to use that, dig up again and replant ever again, because the seeds have been planted. And the same way it is, into our liberation. We work, some of us work so hard, and I could name hundreds of people, that currently are actively fighting for the liberation of black people, that go unnoticed, that go unrecognized, that go unappreciated. And I could name hundreds of ones who don't do anything, but bleed the black community for money. But they are noticed, they are honored, they are revered, they are looked at in high regards in the light. You know, so you know, and brothers, for the sisters, you know, like I said, once again, be patient, be understanding. You know, help the sister, you know, help her bring the best in her out. Because, you know, the love is there. The love is there. The love is there. You just have to learn, you know, to eat off the same dish. You know, bite the same apple together. It's not hard. You know. And you know, sisters, be you know, you all have to really be understanding to the plight of the black man. You know, put yourself in that position that if you just go to the store when the sun is down, that it's a possibility you may not never come back again. And no one will ever know what happened. That you've been another victim of police terrorism, of the system of racism, white supremacy. And that's each and every day, not periodically, not when certain movies come on, you know, each and every day. You know, because it's some fucked up dudes out here, real fucked up dudes that need to be dealt with. And then it's, you know, they don't stand for shit, you know. You know, all they do, they are a cancer to the black community. And some of them are millionaires. Some of them are millionaires, but they are a cancer to black liberation. I'm not gonna mention any names or anything like that in this video. I'm gonna try not to anyway. But then you have those, you know, the average black man, because all young black men, you know, don't smoke trees and, you know, don't play Xbox all day and sit around with their feet stinking up on the couch eating fucking Hot Pockets, you know, with nothing on their mind, you know. But if somebody get in their way, they're going to kill them. If somebody that looks like them tries to show them, you know, that they're going down the wrong path, you know, they in their feelings. And they're ready to do harm to someone that looks like them. But if the white police come in the house, you throw everything away, you know, and sit up, you know, like you are a Yale graduate. You know, weak shit like that. You know, so you know, it's a lot of good brothers out here. And brothers, it's a lot of good sisters out here. Good conscious sisters at that. You know, you have a lot of sisters that there's more sisters that are conscious than brothers. Believe that. You know, and a lot of them are just, you know, hoping that, you know, they can meet some brother that's on the same page. You know, someone that's on the same page of black consciousness. Because it means a lot. You know, because you have unfortunately, some of our sisters and brothers, but, you know, our sisters, they still want to wear heels. They still want to have blonde hair. You know, and that's just being infected with racism, white supremacy. And some of them have been exposed to consciousness, but the quest, you know, to look the part is more important than being a liberated woman. You know, and if you look at the average unconscious individual, 9 times out of 10, they're trying to look like an actor or entertainer. You know, I know this for a fact. You know, when you see like a lot of sisters with the blonde, dyed their hair blonde and all this type of stuff, you know, that's the Mary J. Blige look. You know, when you see brothers with their baseball hats and all that stuff turned sideways. That's, you know, the wannabe Jay-Z 50 look, and, you know, no shirt on, you know, pants down with your underwear showing, you know, which is a unconscious invitation to your ass. You can flip it and put it in any way you want and get mad as you want. But what's the purpose of you showing your butt? Unless you want people to see your motherfucking butt. You want people to see your butt. You know, hopefully, you know, and some of you, hopefully somebody will pull up on you. Pull up another man. You're waiting on another man to pull up on you to say you fat as a motherfucker. You got a fat ass on you. You know, sick. You know, you see how sick, you see how mentally ill that shit sounds? You know, like I said, 30, 40 years ago, you know, that shit wasn't allowed. That type of mentality wasn't allowed. And people that had that mentality, most of them were ran out of town. Because the black community still had substance at that point. You know. But now, since, you know, we had these single parent homes, and, you know, the mother, you know, raising the child. And I'm not going to continue just to say, you know, these young men, you know, and blame it on just single parent homes, because a young man, once you reach a certain age, you have enough sense to search for guidance. You know, to search for guidance, you know, and some male leadership. So, you know, but see, it's the woman, you know, over nurturing the child. You know, over nurturing the child. You know, now allowing the child to get out here and be a man. You know, which makes the situation even more detrimental. Which hurts him more. So what do we do? You know, and that's just, you know, these are some of the things that have been on my mind, you know, been on my heart to, you know, help our people, our brothers and sisters, so we can move towards, you know, liberation, black liberation and salvation, because it's very, very important. It's needed, you know, really needed. You know, and if we don't wake up and understand how important it is, we're going to fall. You know, drop some comments in the comment box. Let me know, you know, what you think. You know, your opinion, you know, on you know, some of the things that may need improvement between the black man and black woman. And, you know, to prevent, you know, one another from going outside the race. You know, which I don't believe, there is no excuse for that, because it's someone for everyone. So there's no excuse for that. You know, but we will talk about that in another video. So until then, Hotep, Black Power.